Hi everyone, it's Kirsten with Bellevue Physical Therapy in Papillion. Today I'm going to walk you through a couple different versions of our hip flexor stretch. So one version here is in half kneeling. You're going to come down to a knee. At home you could use a pillow, something under the knee. If you're doing it on fluffy carpet, maybe you don't need anything under the knee. But usually I have something to hold on to next to me just to help with balance. Because we want to focus on the stretch. We don't want it to be focused on maintaining balance and things like that. So with this exercise, a lot of times what I see people do is like a forward lunge like this. You might start to get some stretch, but you also might start to get a lot of movement through the back. So one cue I like to tell people is to think about tucking your pelvis underneath you. So if you watch my hips here, I'm thinking about tucking underneath versus relaxed. So think about if you had a tail, you're gonna try and tuck that tail underneath you. So I'm kind of squeezing this glute, and there I'm already feeling a stretch. I don't even have to lean. So if I squeeze that butt muscle there, tuck my tail underneath me, I'm feeling the stretch here in the front. We can increase this stretch by adding in a hold at the ankle here. So for me, my hip flexors are pretty tight, so I can't quite get this perfect, but that's already stretching for me. And then I'm getting it a little bit into the quad as well. So same thing, you're gonna squeeze that glute, try and get that hip underneath you.
Here we have Kirsten doing another variation of a hip flexor stretch. One thing to kind of look for is make sure the height of the table or the bed or whatever structure you're stretching on is tall enough so the foot doesn't hit the ground. If we want to add a little bit more of a quadricep stretch, all we're gonna have Kirsten do is pull back on that belt. We're gonna see a little bit more bend in the knee. This will put a little bit more emphasis through the quadriceps while she's still getting a good stretch through the hip flexor.